Into the circle, this zodiac, round the stable clock, and listen to the rhythms here, across the lawns and through the woods.
Come into the circle, this zodiac, round the stable clock, and listen to the rhythms here, across the lawns and through the woods.
Of a park laid down over centuries, like one great green cloak, hiding a time-worn trail of paths.
Of a park great green cloak, hiding a time-worn trail of paths, and trinkets of stone and bone.
Of a park laid down over centuries, like one great green cloak, hiding a time-worn trail of paths, and trinkets of stone and bone.
Beneath the surface, the pulse still beats, beats, beats.
Echoes.
Echoes.
Trapped in stone and leaf.
Echoes.
Echoes.
Louder now the ancient song. You must go on and on and on. Spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning. Leaves, trees, stones and sticks.
A journey begins in this courtyard, a path through re-remembered lives. Follow as we sing up the past, caroling stories of people who walk this way. Our task to guide you in the shadow of this stone grey house.
The shadow of the stone grey house. The shadow of the stone grey house. The shadow of the stone grey house.
Beneath the surface the pulse still beats, echoes trapped in stone and leaf. Louder now the ancient song, we must go on and on and on. Spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning, spiraling, turning, leaves, trees, stones and sticks.
Step through the circle. Let up no unwilling groan.
We'll hope you'll return to 1991.
Enriched by the stories we'll tell and show.
Enough! The circle is starting to turn back.
To 1905 at Kingston, Lacy.
The servants are about to start work. 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 The servants are about to start work.
say to you this morning. So make sure you're looking smart. And try to look happy. This is a great day for us, remember. May I remind you, Winnie, and everybody else, that there is to be no further mention of the recent sad event concerning a certain member of staff, especially not to the children. Remember, our place is not to question.
Good morning, staff.
Good morning, Mom.
I'm sure I have no need to inform you of the special significance of this illustrious day in the history of Kingston, Lacy. The streets of Wimborne are already lined with townsfolk and villagers alike, all eagerly waiting to see His Majesty as he travels from Critchell to our ancient estate. Now is our golden opportunity to shine. His Majesty will honor us all by viewing the many treasures of Kingston Lacy. The paintings, the furnishings, the trophies, and the greatest treasure of all, Master Rafe. I know we are all delighted that he is now restored to better health, thanks to the efforts of Nurse Stanley. It will be a great day for him, having tea with His Majesty, and later helping to plant the cedar of Lebanon tree on the south lawn. It is such a shame that my dear husband cannot be with us to share the joy.
Mother, why hasn't Father come home to see the King? Is he still in India?
Really, Miss Viola?
How often have I told you not to ask stupid questions, Viola? I do hope you are not going to shame us all today in front of His Majesty.
I'll take her in hand, Mum.
Why can't you be a good girl? Like your sister, Daphne. She never asks silly questions. Now, Mr. Cooper.
Yes, Mom.
I will leave you to supervise the final preparations. Nurse Stanley?
Mum?
Perhaps you would ensure the children practice their bowing and curtsying with Miss Tidmarsh. I must go to the front of the house to see the estate steward.
That's it.
Come along, footman. That bunting should have been up 3 hours ago.
It's nearly finished, sir. What's that, Mom? Just this last little bit.
is it?
Excuse me, Mr. Cooper, but it must have been from when Silvertail the pony came through.
Well, was it?
Certainly not. Silvertail wouldn't have done this.
Never mind what it is. Get it cleaned up now.
At last, I've finished. The silver spade for the king to plant the seed of Lebanon tree.
Oh, well, like Kingston, Lacy.
Stop dawdling, man. Get this mess cleaned up at once.
I use a spade.
You can't do that. That's the king's spade.
No, no, use something else.
Yes, why that brush over there?
Mr. Hayter, I have to see Mrs. Smith, the housekeeper, about the arrangements with the carpet.
Mrs. Smith?
Yes?
Quickly. Hurry along, please.
Come on, man.
Come and clean the carpet.
Come on, footman. Please. What's it got to do today? Double quick.
We've got no time to do this. Miss Jinx asked me to go and arrange the fruit for her.
Winnie, what's the matter? You look upset. What's wrong? Winnie! Winnie! What's the matter? Are you alright? I wish Alice were here. I do miss her. Quick, the sun's coming.
Willie, Miss Tidmarsh, why are you standing there on today of all days? We have work to do.
This is Elizabeth. Off the carpet, girl. Follow me. This is Elizabeth, our new nursery maid. Elizabeth, this is the governess. There is no need to curtsy to her. Winnie, Miss Viola. Come here, girl. Winnie, take Miss Viola and make sure she's absolutely ready for the King's visit this afternoon.
Shall I take her to the nursery?
No. I think a little fresh air will put some colour in her cheeks.
Yes, Miss Stanley.
Elizabeth? Why are you still standing there, girl? Weren't you listening to me? We can't be doing with shirkers at Kingston, Lacy. Be quick, girl. Go after Willie. Miss Tidmarsh, will you go and see that Master Rake and Miss Daphne have practiced their bows and curtsies?
Yes, Miss Stanley. Your hair's got a nice smell. Let's do it again. I haven't brushed my bonnet yet. Oh, there you go. What you're pulling? Why do you do my hair anyway? Why can't Alice brush it? Where is Alice? I don't know. I'm sure, Miss Viola. What's wrong, Winnie? Well, you know where she is, don't you? And no one tells me anything.
Winnie? Winnie, come here this minute. That is the second time I've caught you simply standing there. What is the matter with you, girl? Is Miss Viola ready?
Yes, Miss Stanley.
She had better be. Winnie, look at those shoes. And Elizabeth, what are you doing? Give me the brush. See, I shall have to do it myself. Keep still, Miss Viola.
You're pulling. Where's Alice?
Be quiet, girl. You won't be seeing the king this afternoon if you don't behave better. You see, she's ready. Right. Take this to Miss Tidmarsh. Go quickly. Miss Viola, I have finished after your interruptions this afternoon.
Come along, Sophie. I'd like to see your bows and curtsies. Yes, you too, Master Rafe. Now first your curtsy, Miss Daphne. Down. Wait. And up. Very nice. Now your bow, Master Rafe. yourself, Miss Duffy. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Are you nervous, Ray?
Why should I be nervous? I'm Master Rafe. When I was born, church bells were rung and the whole of Wimborne cried with joy. I'm Bishop of the Fleet and Admiral of Bishop of Wimborne. Well, I'm better than some king, anyway.
Oh, Rafe, you do go on.
Now, your mother would like to see you at the front of the house.
Viola's very worried about her curtsy, Miss Tidmarsh. Will she be all right?
Of course, you don't take Grandma, I go fetch some eggs. Yes, Mrs. Jenks.
Mary, wait for me!
Oh!
What have you done? It's all under the tablecloth. Mavis.
Mrs. Jenks, she was running again. It's all over the tablecloth.
Running! Nina, you know the rules.
Oh, I'm going to the front.
Look at the time, the king will be here soon. There's no time to prepare a new cake. We'll just have to touch up round the front. Come on. Can we fetch it?
Yes, quickly.
Hurry along, girl. Keep your back straight. I've told you about that before.
Helen? Careful! Sorry. I can't find Mrs. Bank's Lacy handkerchief. Have you seen it?
It's in the laundry. Hey, did you see Winnie when we were lining up? She was nearly in tears, the poor girl.
Yes, I did notice. Alice was her best friend. Have you seen Alice? Alice Maud Baker. I've been looking for her everywhere.
Miss Viola, I have not finished with you yet.
There, finished at last. You go round the front, I'll meet you round there.
The king is on his way.
Come on, boy. Tidy yourself up.
I'm trying.
This is with gamekeepers. Doesn't mean we can't look tidy.
Isn't this tree marvellous? Yes, it's taken me 18 months to grow, so be careful.
Shall I put it here, Mr. Shears?
No, over there.
Sorry, Mr. Shears. Splendid tree, if I say so myself. Just trim a little bit off the top.
Oh my goodness, it's that time. I'm supposed to be round the front of the house.
And a little bit off the side. If the king's going to be coming that soon, I'd better go and get my hat.
Yeah. Mr. Boast! Mr. Boast! That's it there. Mr. Boast! There's a mole destroying our lovely lawn, Mr. Boast.
What a mole.
Destroying our lawn.
Where?
On the lawn.
That's where the king's coming. Come on, boy.
Oh no, I jumped it off. What are we going to do? We must get it to the head woodman. Mr. Shears! Mr. Shears! Mr. Shears! Help!
Come on, girl. Haven't you finished that carpet yet? You should be round the front of the house by now. Hurry up now. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now requested to make your way to the front of the house to view His Majesty's arrival. Follow me.
There, Mum. I I do hope Miss Viola behaves herself now.
The Banks family waited expectantly when King Edward came to tea. The servants lined up nervously when King Edward came to tea. Hooray, hooray, hip hip, hooray, 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 hooray.
There was ptarmigan,
Widgeon
Sturgeon,
and teal,
cuts of turkey,
ham and veal,
luscious lobster from Scotland Bay, freshly caught for the royal day.
When King Edward came to tea. Hooray, hooray, hip hip, hooray, 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 hooray. Hooray, hooray, hip hip, hooray, 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 hooray. The stable clock was chiming 3 when King Edward came to tea. All was pomp and ceremony when King Edward came to tea. Hooray, hooray, hip hip, hooray, 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 hooray. Hooray, hooray, hip hip, hooray, 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 hooray.
Baron Rothschild appeared,
the Countess of Crewe,
Lord and Lady Allington too.
but the one they really wanted to see was King Edward coming to tea.
Was King Edward coming to tea?
Greeting for His Majesty the King. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Welcome to Kingston, Lacy, sire. May I present our dear young squire, my young son Rafe, my pride and joy. You must admit he's a strapping boy.
Hooray, hooray, hip hip, hooray, 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 hooray.
And these are my daughters, Daphne and Viola. Try and manage a little smile, dears. Don't forget your curtsies. Down.
Aww.
Oh dear, Viola, you're such a clown.
Dear, oh dear, she's such a clown, Miss Viola's let us down. Dear, oh dear, she's such a clown, Miss Viola's let us down. Ha 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 ha, clown, ha ha
Majesty care to take a turn about the estate before partaking of some tea?
Delighted, delighted. Charming, charming.
Follow the child.
The
shame to say I belong to the ranks of those that toil for a living day by day. With willing feet I press along on the path that I must tread, proud that I have the strength and skill to earn my daily bread, to earn my daily bread, to earn my daily bread, proud that I have the strength and skill to earn my daily bread.
Alice Maud Baker, so there you are, hiding under the trees indeed. Whatever would Nanny say? I've been looking for you everywhere. I am talking to you, Alice. I needed you to brush my hair. Nanny always pulls it with her hard hands, as hard as claws, as eagle's claws. Tugging and tearing, and no one would tell me where you were. Just like no one tells me when Father has come home from India. They all keep secrets from me. Where were you, Alice Maud Baker? I am jolly cross. Everyone's being so beastly to me. No one takes any notice of me. It's so unfair. All I ever hear is Master Rafe, Master Rafe, Master Rafe. When Rafe was born, all the bells in Wimborne Minster were rung, and the whole world cried with joy. Rafe is the youngest of the three, but he is the most important. Why? Mother says he is the Bishop of Wimborne, the Admiral of the Fleet, and the heir to all the Kingston Lacy estate. He is just like a king. There, that's it. That's it. All gone. All gone.
Has the king come to Kingston Lacy today, Miss Viola?
Why, of course. How silly you are, Alice. Everyone has come to see him. I'm going to tell you a secret. Promise not to tell a soul.
I promise.
The king's an old meanie. Do you know what he did? He laughed at me. Had to do my horrid, stupid, clumsy curtsy, and the king laughed. Then the others laughed too. Oh, I hate being a girl. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Oh, I wish I was a boy so I could be like Rafe. I could be Bishop of Wimborne, Admiral of the Fleet, and the heir to Kingston Lacy. I could even be king and make people bow and curtsy to me.
Poor Miss Viola.
Don't laugh at me, Alice Maud Baker, or I'll call Nurse Stanley and order her to dismiss you.
Oh, it's far too late for that now, Miss Viola.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
It means what it means, Miss Viola.
Oh, now you're talking in silly riddles, Alice. What is that thing hanging there?
Something my grandmother found. Something very old. Something she gave me. For good luck.
Where did she find it?
Ah, now that's a secret, Miss Viola.
Oh, tell me. Please. I shan't tell. I'm very good at keeping secrets.
Miss Viola, I can't.
No, you're being unfair to me too, Alice. I told you my secret about the king. Why can't you share yours with me?
Very well. Do you remember me telling you once that my grandmother used to work here at Kingston Lacy? When she was young, before she was married?
Yes, she worked in the kitchen.
Well, one day she was sent on an errand to get some fruit from the glass houses near Home Farm. But because she hadn't been working long at Kingston, Lacy, she took a wrong turn and found herself in the middle of the avenue of tall cedar trees. Just as she was about to turn back, she tripped over something in the ground.
What was it?
This stone, buried in a huge molehill. My grandmother scraped away the earth and found that it had a hole in the middle. See? See?
The stone was in a pile of earth?
Yes. My grandmother cleaned it up, and later on she showed it to some of the other servants who worked in the kitchen. Now the cook, who knew about these things, said the stone was very, very old. A Celtic stone belonging to one of the tribes who lived around Badbury Rings.
Perhaps it belonged to a warrior.
Or a healer.
Who?
Wise men and women have often used stones for healing. I remember how my grandmother used to place the stone on my forehead when I had a fever. I remember how cool it felt, how soothing. And I remember how she used to tell me stories.
Like you do for me, Alice, when I feel ill.
Yes, miss. To ease the pain.
Why haven't you shown me the stone before?
I used to wear it around my neck when I worked at Kingston Lacy. They told me I had to take it off. Nanny's rules. The strange thing is that my stomach pains began soon after that time. It's time. I must go now, Miss Viola. It's time to start my journey. I must leave you now, Miss Viola.
Where are you going?
On a long, long journey.
Have you been given permission? Alice! Please, Alice Maud Baker, tell me where you're going.
I can't tell you that, miss. But it's a journey we all must make one day.
Can I come with you?
No, but you can set me on the path.
And please tell me more stories of the stone, Alice. You do know more, don't you?
I'll make a bargain with you. We'll walk together up the hill, and I'll tell you 2 stories of the stone. But then we must part. Do you agree?
Yes.
In the year 56 BC, a tribe of Celtic people lived in these parts, close to their hill fort at Badbury Rings. They called themselves the Juratrigs, which means the dwellers by the sea. One evening, they met together in a hill close by to celebrate their summer festival, the festival of Lugnasa.
Listen.
Listen, travellers. What happens to people long gone if we cannot find a moment, one quiet evening in which to remember? Let's follow Alice's voyage, away from cold Carrara marble, through this cool canopy of chestnut, and up over the cedar hill. Listen, listen, listen.
give us strength and comfort.
Stone of the golden eagle, give us strength and comfort.
And may it guide us on our voyage to the other world, where there is no sadness, no jealousy, and no fear. Let the festival of Lugnasa begin!
Yay! Maeve, daughter of Ryan, you have spoken well. But I see danger. Where is Manus, your husband? And where is Finn, your son? And where is Aoife, your daughter? They should be here.
I agree with you, they should be here, but I do not know where they are. They departed 3 days ago to go to Maiden, the market, with my blanket and many of your goods as well.
Wait, your sword and mine? And yours? Where are they?
I do not know, they should be back by now.
Yeah, sit down.
They've missed the beginning of Lugnasa. The children should be here helping me prepare for the food.
They're late. They're late. Late.
It's unfair of you to blame me.
Late. Where? Just in time. Hurry up.
Where have you been? You've missed the beginning of the festival.
Maeve, calm down. I'm sorry, Maeve.
You've shamed me in front of these people.
I know. Please be quiet. Listen, I have news for you all.
What news? What did you get from my blanket? Did it sell well?
Maeve, listen. I must tell you the news first. Then
What
you'll
about
find out.
my corn?
All of you must listen. All of you, friends. I have news for us all. Please, gather round so that I may tell it to you.
That'll be good.
Better be good, Manus.
We're all going to get wet knees and it better be good news. Come on, everybody. Otherwise, we'll squat.
Everyone. As you know, we have just been to Maiden to go to the market. But the night before we went to Maiden, we camped on top of the cliffs overlooking the sea. We were watching the great golden sun going down behind the horizon, and the world was on fire. When suddenly,
We saw these monsters.
a black shape came over. Friends, listen! As it came closer, the shape we thought was a monster,
They were wrecked bones.
we could see it was a boat. A huge boat.
Just a minute. A boat coming from across the sea.
Yes, that's right. Come back. Silence and listen.
Next day, we went down into Maiden.
Roman pirates, you're right.
The shape disappeared behind a headland. And the next day, we went down into the Maiden, to the market. And there,
Saw the same wrecked ship.
The same ones.
they were moored near Maiden. Yes.
So they could come here.
No, May, please listen.
When met pirates.
Please listen. We had a closer look at this boat. It was a huge thing. Its great sails have been ripped, and all inside have been burnt and charred. We didn't know what had happened.
It still could be Romans because they could be tricking us.
Please, wait a moment. Be patient. Yes, please, be patient.
They all left wrecked clothes.
Sit, kneel again. So we
That's
listen
right.
to
We
Manus.
went into the market and huddled in a corner were the people that had come on the boat. They had ripped clothes and were tired and hungry. They called themselves...
The Veneti.
Yes, the Veneti.
We get
Ever heard of them? Are they Celts like us?
Yes, some people say they have traded with them.
Who here has traded with the Veneti people? You have? I've never heard of them. Have you heard of them?
Maeve.
We gave them your blanket.
You gave them my best blanket, which has taken me weeks to weave.
Yes, Maeve. They needed our...
You she'd be angry.
Maeve, they needed our help. They were cold and hungry. Many of their friends had been killed. And they needed our help, so I had to give them your blanket. But Maeve, they gave us something in return. They gave us A wondrous pot.
Oh, great. Is it a big pot? Can we store our grain?
There it is, Maeve.
Be silent on your tongues! Manners, they ought to call you the son of a donkey! Come back,
This pot tells the story of these people. See, and you can see their story. Look.
What's Just a minute.
Show the others.
Just a minute. Let's look at it properly. What's that? Pass it over to the elder then.
Show them, please.
Think it is?
They're not the Romans. They call themselves a Veneti. Please give it to my son.
Now, just a minute. Where are these Veneti who've given us pots with Romans on them?
They're waiting on top of the hill. They need to tell us their story and maybe help us.
On the top of the hill?
Yes.
You brought them here?
Yes, Cormac.
You're mad. We're not even armed.
Friends.
Come from him.
Friends, they need our help. They need to tell us our story. Please, Maeve. Shh. Let them tell us our story. Please, Maeve.
Let's listen to Maeve. She's our chief. She must decide.
As a chief, you should decide, Maeve. You should trust me and trust these people.
I'm Maeve,
Hold on to
chief
your children.
of this Jura-Treat tribe. Believe that we should hear their story and give them a chance to prove themselves to us.
Veneti! Tell us your tale now. Do not be afraid.
Somebody move that tree. We might need it as a weapon.
Finn, Finn. Come with your father.
Are you ready to fight them? If we
Yeah.
need to?
No.
Look.
We are the Veneti and have travelled hundreds of miles. We are cold and hungry, but finally we will share with you our story.
Story of how we lost everything.
The story in which I shall play our enemy, Caesar.
Defiant Veneti!
Build new boats!
We must obey mighty Rome.
Defiant Veneti!
Despair. Hope.
Destruction.
Hungry. Scared.
Victorious Rome!
New beginnings.
When we were in trouble, you gave us this blanket to help us. Now, we will give it back to you. If you cannot believe what we have to say, then listen to the words of our children and believe them.
We have travelled so far. There's nothing left for us. All we want is comfort and friendship.
We bring skills, boat building, fishing and slinging.
And we can help you.
We are the Veneti. Caesar was our enemy. The Romans burnt our boats. We are cold and hungry. We've come a long, long way. We want to be your friends. We are the Veneti. Caesar was our enemy. The Romans burnt our boats. We are cold and hungry. We've come a long, long way. We want to be your friends.
Jurocreeds of the Chalk Hills! Now you've heard these people's tale. Can you not see that we must believe them?
Manus, I feel that we have all been moved by these people's story, and I myself feel very sorry for them, and yet I'm still confused, and I think there's many questions remained unanswered. And as our Jurocreed tradition, I feel we must make the decision together.
Yes.
So any of you with any questions, take the talking stick.
Were you a rich country once?
We were rich in history.
And we were rich in possessions. But most of all, we were rich in our love for one another.
Why did Roman attack you?
Why did the Romans attack you? I want to know that too.
Me too.
Our fleet of ships was strong. The Romans wanted to destroy them.
Why did you defend yourselves?
We tried. The Romans had small boats with oars, and we had only sails. And when the goddess of the wind failed us, we were left helpless.
Faith,
to our country when your boats were ripped and torn.
There's only one boat left, and we barely made it to the shore.
What did the Romans take from you?
They took everything.
Juratrix, we must make a decision. Do we accept these people or not? Those of you who feel we can trust them, you must move in towards them. And those who may be unsure, keep their distance.
Move the buttons.
Oh. People, let us hear what you have to say of why you trust these people.
I trust these people because they're cold and poor and their clothes are all torn. I trust them because they look cold and hungry and we should look after them. I believe that their story sounds quite true.
And you, my friend, why have you chosen not to trust these people?
I didn't trust them because they painted Romans on their pots.
True, that's what we were saying.
Why?
No.
Why?
We painted Romans on our pots because when they attacked us, they were coming towards your land. All we wanted to do was to
We'll get them.
Keep an eye on them, but we'll join them. You coming with us?
Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining us.
But we're keeping an eye on you.
Maeve, daughter of Ryan, and your tribe, I am glad that you found it in your hearts to look after these poor people. And I think we should welcome them in our Juratrix way.
Yes. Lead us.
We will not fight you. We will not hurt you. We welcome you to our village any time.
Hooray!
Madam! We should tell them the legend of our magic stone, like we do at every Lugnasa festival.
But first, Juratrix, take them back and make them comfortable while we prepare for our legend.
Give them food and all they need.
Move to your positions. No, I hope they're right to trust them. Over. We've started the legend. Benita, this is an ancient legend we have told for many, many years. It tells the story of our magic healing stone and why it is so special to us. This young one has been chosen to hold it. Listen, Veneti, the story may give you comfort, and you may join in the telling if you wish. Manus, are you ready?
I am.
Tell the story why.
There once stood in these woods. Hold it in your hand, friend. Hold it in your hand like a claw. Shh. There once stood in these woods the statue of a great golden eagle made of smooth, shiny gold. One day, the goddess of the star came to look at the statue. She made a spell to do some mischief, and the spell was abracadabra, fizzify. And the first full moon rose in the sky. It shone warm moonbeams onto the statue. Long strands of light. Long strands of light. Until the statue came to life. The eagle opened its yellow beak. The eagle stretched its cruel claws. The eagle flapped its wide, wide wings and soared into the sky. And soared into the sky. And soared into the sky. It was searching for enemy. It was searching for enemy. The eagle pecked the straw with its beak. The eagle gobbled the people with its claws and beak. For a year and a day, another goddess watched this killing. The goddess of the sun. She wanted to stop the killing, for she felt sorry. So she waited until the star goddess and the moon were resting. Then one day at noon, she made the sun shine hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Hotter, 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 until the eagle crashed into the stones below. Into the stones. Stop their stones. Then came the sea, washing over the stones, washing over the stones. But and forth, back and forth, back, back and forth, back, back, back and forth, until the eagle became fossilized in rock. One day, many years later, along came Kulak, a brave warrior and one of Maeve's ancestors. He marched around, looking carefully, until he found the rock. And in the rock, he saw the eagle's claw, and being a brave warrior, he broke it off to use as an axe head and carved a handle, a hole for a handle. But when the sun goddess killed the eagle, she had put magic in the stone to make it heal, not kill. And it has become our healing stone! Hooray! This story has been passed down for many generations. If we, Juratrigs, or anyone else, were to break that stone, then the magic of the sun goddess will be broken too! Thus is our legend. May it give you comfort and better fortune, Venita.
I, May, chief of this Juratrig tribe, want to lend the Veneti our healing stone, so it may heal their sad hearts. May it bring you comfort.
And now, Juratrigs, let us process with the Veneti back to our home in the Chalk Hills.
Yes! Yes! First, let us have the children of the sun. Bring a Veneti friend, children of the sun. Now, the children of the moon. Bring your Veneti friend to join our procession. Come. We will take you to where it is warm. And the children of the starlet, bring our new friend. Join the procession. Now the children of the sea. The children of the sea, join our procession. Now those sons and daughters of the trees, join our procession. And last but not least, children of the stones, join our procession. Veneti, here is your banner, poor as it is. Carry it bravely. To our hill fort. We are the Juratrigs and the Veneti. 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 We are the Juratrigs.
tree who lived in these parts at that time made friends with the poor Veneti who had been cruelly beaten by the Roman armies in France in 56 BC.
Did they stay friends forever?
I hope so.
But the Romans invaded Britain, didn't they? They built a road just down there. Miss Tidmarsh told us.
That was nearly 100 years later, though, when they reached Dorset.
Perhaps there was a big battle at Badbury Rings. The Durotrigs fighting side by side with the Veneti.
No one knows.
But the stone would have protected them, wouldn't it, Alice?
Perhaps. Perhaps so.
What happened to the stone after that?
Ah, now that's another story.
The second story! You promised me two, Alice.
I did promise. Then there was a wise woman. A wise woman called Alicia Painter. She lived with her children in the woods nearby. In the year 1232, by an old oak tree. Come, Viola. Come quickly, and I'll show you the place. Come on, I'll show you where she is. One summer evening in July, a couple made their way to an old oak tree that stood on top of a hill close to the domain of Kingston Lacy. Weary with work and worry, they carried a child in their arms.
Is this the place?
I think so. The oak, with the strange knots in it. That's what they said. Oh, hush, little one. Not long now.
Well, where is she then? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she's hiding. Hush, hush. We must get help. She's going to die. Who's that?
Oh, it looks like the women from Abbott Street.
Yes.
The blacksmith's wife and some others.
Yes.
Are you looking for her, are you? What's wrong with the child?
She has a fever.
She'll not cure it.
Some say she can.
Ha! She's just a cunning beggar woman.
Worse.
Why do you say that? We've heard she's a wise woman.
Wise woman.
Well, we've heard she understands plants better than any round here.
You ask Agnes Abbott what kind of a woman she
She'll
is.
tell you what sort of woman she is.
Please, the child needs help. Is this the place she can be found?
Yes, by that tree. The twisted and gnarled oak.
Some say there are bad spirits trapped inside.
That's why it's that strange shape. You'd best keep away. She's put a spell on Agnes Abbott's husband, you know. Who are you? What do you want here?
A child.
Look at the eyes on that boy.
Piercing.
We've come looking for the wise woman.
She's gone to collect mint to make us a drink. We have no milk. You've got a cow hidden away somewhere. I heard it lowing only the other day. It's the devil! Oh, bless. Mother!
There she is.
Mother! Is he a painter?
That's it, children. Make a fire. Now, Joshua, who seeks me here?
Then, they've got a child.
It's I, John Oakes and my family. Come from Holt.
You've come a long way.
Our child, sick.
What's wrong with her?
She has a fever.
She's been sweating one minute and shivering the next.
For how long now?
Ooh, over a week.
Oh, yeah.
And getting worse and worse.
We think she was stung by a Dumbledore while tying sheaves of corn.
The face swelled right up.
Bring her closer. How can I cure her if you don't bring her closer? Bring her closer.
Those women over there, they say that you're a witch.
You dirty liars! That was a good woman. Liar!
Quiet, children. Don't frighten this sick child. Please bring her closer. Jane, the feverfew, we gathered at midnight. Rebecca, the roots of Solomon's Sill. They're in a little brown bag in the tree. Beth, my mortar dish. And Joshua, my healing stone. Poor lamb, you're as hot as hell itself.
Hear that? From our own lips, condemned.
Can you heal her for us?
Please.
The swelling's bad and there's much poison within. You really should have brought it to me sooner. There, child. Peace, peace. Joshua, my healing stone.
What's that?
To kill a witch.
This is an ancient stone I use for my work. I've had it in my family for generations and generations. It serves me well to grind roots. Beth, my mortar dish. And Rebecca, the roots of Solomon's Sill.
Precious stone, soothing stone. Crush the roots, mix the herb, make her well tonight. Crush the roots, mix the herb, make her well tonight. Tonight, tonight. Precious stone, precious
precious stone, soothing stone. Rock of old, use your path, make her well tonight. Rock of old, use your path, make her well tonight. Tonight. Precious stone, helping healing. Precious stone, soothing stone.
Now what's she doing?
I reckon she's sucking the life out of the child with that stone.
I heard a cuckoo call last night. It's past midsummer.
Yes, death's on his wicked way.
Susanna, don't frighten her, woman. The stone takes time to do its work. Jane, Feverfew, take this home and make a fire. Boil a little water and leave it a while to brew. Put 2 handfuls of the feverfew in. Then make her drink some. Do the same at exactly the same time, morning and evening.
Supposing she doesn't get better, though?
Only the Lord will decide. If she doesn't seem better in a few days, come back and find me. But I think the feverfew will work.
How much do you want?
We haven't a lot of money, though.
Then bring me a little bread for my children.
Mother, I want some milk.
Us too. We're all sick of minty.
You should be grateful for what the good Lord gives you freely from the earth.
We would bring you milk, but our cows all but stopped giving any.
Mine's the same. I'm afraid it's the murrain.
This way, Ricardo.
Look, someone's coming.
It's Ricardo Abbott.
What's he doing here? Fancy him coming here before daylight.
What will Agnes say?
Ricardo, good evening to you. What's wrong? Is your head still sore? I told you you should still wear that snakeskin in your hat.
Alicia Painter, it's my duty as tithing man of the village of Cowgrove to inform you that you've been accused of witchcraft and of causing the death of animals. You must appear before the moot court tomorrow to answer the charges. The constable here, he's come keep you in his protection until the morning.
Who accused me?
You'll find out in the morning.
And my children?
Afraid you'll have to bring them with you.
Come along, Alicia, come on.
Come on, all of you.
Justice is
Come
to
on.
be done at last.
All of you.
Look, I saw a magpie.
Bad luck. I wonder who accused her. I think I know.
You must be ready for the moot, then.
today, Agnes.
I'm not going to regret it. Justice has to be done.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, look, there is nothing,
guilty of witchcraft.
there is nothing for you to be jealous about anyway.
You say that when you spend all that time up there. You go up and you say you're going to mend the wheel of her cart. That younger woman with all those children. Do you bring the wheel home to mend? No, you don't.
You
stay up there and do it. You could bring it here so the children could watch and I could get on tending the beasts.
I had to mend the wheel up there. It's obvious it had to be done up there. You're a selfish and a spiteful woman, you are. Your jealousy is going to be the cause of all this problem. Your spitefulness will make our private affairs the laughing stock of this place. And it's going to cause an innocent woman to be brought before the court.
She's not innocent, you know she's not.
Have you no pride?
You talk about pride. I have pride, but it's you who's making a laughing stock of me in front of all these people. I tell you, we're going to find Alicia Painter guilty today. Now we'll see.
You just mind your words, woman.
You mind yours. You see if I'm not right, Ricardo Abbott.
Make way for the steward! Shaw, reeve of this manor, do hereby call ye draw together for the moot, for the villages of Abbott Street, Cowgrove, and Stone. You are all called to bear witness to John Browning, steward of Kingston, Lacy, in the reign of King Henry III. I call upon the tithing man to present himself to the steward.
I, Ricardo Abbott, do come with tithings, and do here today present certain rents to the steward of 3 shillings. And furthermore, I do present Alicia Painter, who has been accused by some in this court, Come on, Ricardo! By some in this court of witchery.
Witchery!
Quiet!
I see. A case of witchery. Witchery? Those are my words. Witchery. Very well. Let's set evidence against Alicia Painter.
Stand forth, Agnes Abbott.
Quiet.
You'll see if I'm found to be a liar. I'm going to do it whatever you say. I, sir, am Agnes Abbott, wife of the said Ricardo Abbott. And I today will bring witness before this moot today things that I have witnessed as evidence against this woman to prove without any doubt that she is a witch. She came to me and asked for milk for herself and her children. She said her cow had stopped giving it. Well, now, I'm a God-fearing woman. Everybody here knows that I am a... You can laugh, I'm a God-fearing woman. I would help anybody, but in this case I denied her.
Selfish woman.
The widow woman with all the children. I've nothing against widow women or starving children. But when I heard of the things that she has done, and you will hear today, sir, you will know why I denied her the milk. When I denied her, she looked into my eye and she muttered words that were a curse.
A curse?
She put a curse on me and everything to do with me. And from that day, my cow stopped giving milk.
They all have.
And then one at a time they lay down and they died. All because of her. She says that she does healing in the name of the Lord. I say that she does it in the name of the devil. She picks plants and herbs and mixes potions and lotions for people to take and put upon themselves because she says she heals. She's not from around these parts. They say that she travels from place to place and she settles where she sees fit.
I say she's settled here far too long for our lives. She doesn't heal in the name of the Lord. She is of the devil and has the evil eye.
The liar.
Bring forth the next witness, Ricardo Abbott.
Stand forth the Smedmore family. John,
come on.
Mary, Rachel and Kate.
Speak clear, come on, forward.
Well, my lord, I just hate to say Agnes Abbott is a pillar of our community, and I thoroughly trust her.
You been down the inn? I went up to this Alicia painter, and I had a bad foot. The blacksmith's son came in, because he'd been shot in the liver, and she would not cure him first.
And now he's dead.
He was almost dead already. She cured you.
Now.
Come on, tell them what.
She's been told what to
Go on, you tell them.
Speak up.
A magpie was seen. And the cuckoo heard in the churchyard.
Sign of death.
Listen now.
And you know what she said? She said that these things cannot be rushed. Fate cannot be tampered with.
Very well, the witness. Let's hear more evidence against Alicia Painter.
Stand forth the Fry family. Beth, May, Anne, Catherine, Margaret.
Speak up.
The truthful people.
Tell him, May. You tell him. I wouldn't bother. It's not worth listening to.
It will be you, see.
I have warts all over my hands. The wise woman cured them.
How will they hardly see your hands for warts. Her fingernails were practically covered with them.
They were so sore I couldn't milk the cows.
Oh, let's see them.
Everybody can say they have warts.
Let's see it. I want to see it.
What proof is there that she had warts to begin with? I can say I had warts all over me.
When I ask a question, I want an answer. How were they cured?
It was Alicia.
She took a piece of venison.
Venison's
She
king,
drained the blood from it, and she chanted words over it. And placed it on hands. And the next week, the warts had gone.
Show the steward.
She buried the meat, and with the meat she buried my warts.
Show the steward your hands.
Sure.
If this woman was a witch, she wouldn't have cured my hands.
True. Yes, true.
People in this place have too much power.
I agree with you, my dear. Devil's power. Take this child away from me.
Think I told you.
Don't want take your silly flowers.
Come on.
Next testimony.
Anne Brown, Sarah Brown, and Adam Stone.
Come on, Adam. Stand forward. Speak loud.
Well, it was my sister. She had hurt her ankle when she tripped over this log. It had swollen right up. I've never seen it so bad. She couldn't do the milking so she had to rest it, and we lost so much money.
Yeah.
So we went to see Alicia and she cured it.
Yeah?
It's a miracle. I can walk now. Before it was so swollen and painful, but thanks to Alicia I can walk. She's not a devil like some people say. She's a saint. A saint. A saint. She cured it by rubbing in these herbs called feverfew. It was. Yeah, feverfew. That was it. And now it's completely better.
It's true what they say. All she did was rub in this feverfew. And then she started saying these words in some language. Just Latin. That's right, Latin. So you just scribe that down and you read it.
Yeah, you tell it.
It's just some people in this community, such as Agnes Abbott, for example, they like to go around spreading rumours because they have nothing better to do. I have nothing better to do because my cattle have died. What would he know? He's a stranger around these parts.
Quiet, you old woman.
Who are you
You've had your say.
Call the next witness.
Stand forth, Joseph Root and his brother John.
Come on, brothers. Come forward. Speak clear.
Well, it was like this. A couple of days ago...
After he'd been to the inn.
Me and my brother heard some noises at the bottom of our field, so we went down to investigate, and we saw black shadows. We thought it could have been the devil, but when we got closer, we found out it was her, Alicia Painter. So we shouted to her to get off our land, but she wouldn't go. She then started muttering all these weird words. Spells.
To the roots, what?
And
since that day, your arm has been really bad.
Yeah, I've not been able to work because of it, and we've lost a lot of money.
Thanks never worked anywhere.
All right.
Get back.
Get back.
You probably ran into a tree when you were drunk. Yeah.
Have no right to say I'm drunk.
You are when you are.
Quiet now.
I see that a tithing man would like to speak.
Stand forth, Ricardo Abbott.
Yeah, before I say what's on my heart, I'd like to tell you that the Root brothers have never been good farmers. In the last 3 seasons alone, they've not managed one harvest.
That's because she was here.
You had your say. It's wrong that we should be blaming Alicia Painter for their laziness. Besides, what are we doing trying to blame somebody who does good for us? We all know that when there's anything wrong, we go to see the wise woman.
All our children.
We've all had illnesses, ailments, and who's cured us? Alicia Painter. And she asked for nothing in return. Yeah. When I went up there to mend the wheel on her cart, she noticed that I had a fever in my head, and she cured it with snake skin. Now, I call that knowledge. I call that Alicia Painter, she is a young widow, many children to feed. We should be helping her. We shouldn't be harming her. Unfortunately, there are some amongst us who harm anything that's good. There are some who are envious of anyone who's different. I tell you, it breaks my heart to come here and bring her in front of the court.
Breaks my heart, Ricardo, to hear you speaking like this against me.
I tell you, I brought her here because it was my role as tithing man, and no other reason.
Stand forth, Alicia Painter.
Alicia Painter, my lord. Supposedly accused of witchcraft. But I'm not, I tell you. This stone, you see.
Don't touch it.
Dave. Has been in my family for generations and generations. And these generations have passed down the knowledge of nature, which I'm now teaching my children. The knowledge of nature that I use to cure people, not to harm them and use spells like you say. Please, my lord, please believe me, I'm not a witch. Not a witch. It's my witch. She's a witch.
is no clear evidence. We cannot be sure if Alicia Painter is guilty or innocent.
Listen.
I, as steward, will give her a fair trial. Ordeal by fire.
Sit down.
She will have to carry a red-hot iron 3 paces. Her hand will be bound up, and if 3 days later she has no blisters, she shall be set free. But if there are blisters, she will be punished further.
Quiet.
Who will care for the sick? And who will look after my children?
You should have thought of that before. She should have thought of that before she started her healing.
I want to help her. Proud of yourself. The King's law states that the tithing man should look after your children.
Well, Ricardo Abbott, you might be willing to care for the children of the likes of her, but you do it without my help.
That's just as well. Doesn't need you.
Take her to the court now where she will receive her ordeal.
Mother!
Come on, come with me now. Come with me. Come with me. Come on, come on. No, come on.
Becca!
Come on.
Nanny!
Come on. Come on, come with me. Come on. You this way. Come on, this way. All of you.
Wait.
Daughter, she's cured.
Too late, the sentence.
Cured her, look.
Too late, the sentence has been given.
You must wait. All of you, this way. Look, she's cured her. They come. Cured them.
Did the stone protect the wise one from the fire?
Perhaps. Perhaps so. She was a strong woman. A brave woman. A strong woman. A brave woman.
I hope the story would have a happy ending. Like the Duratrigs making friends with the Veneti.
Sometimes it's the telling that's all.
I don't understand.
One day you may, Viola. One day. Beneath the surface, a pulse still beats. Echoes trapped in stones and feet. Louder now, the ancient song. You must go on and on and on. Spiraling, turning. Leaves, trees, stones and sticks. Viola! Viola! It's time. Time. It's nearly time.
There's an eclipse, everybody.
We'll have to scorn, for we hold it as our creed, that none are gentle, save the one that does a gentle deed, that does a gentle deed. That does a gentle deed, that none are gentle, save the one that does a gentle deed.
Oh, Alice. Thank you for the stories. Are you going now?
Yes. It's time. It's time for me to go on
And it's time for you to go back.
Why? No one's missed me.
Yes, they have. They're looking for you. Winnie and the others.
How do you know?
They're worried about you. They want you to come home.
Really?
Yes, Viola. Really. Now I have a present for you. May it give you comfort, strength, and wisdom.
Thank you, Alice. Are you sure?
I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. Viola! Remember me sometimes. Remember me sometimes. Remember me sometimes. Viola, remember me sometimes. Remember. Remember me sometimes. Remember. Remember me sometimes. Viola, remember. Remember me sometimes. Remember. Remember me sometimes. Viola, remember. Remember me sometimes.
Stone, precious stone, helping, healing, precious stone, soothing stone. Rock of old, use your powers, make her well tonight. Rock of old, use your powers, make her well tonight, tonight. Tonight, precious stone, helping, healing, precious stone, soothing stone. Wash the wounds, fix the hurt, make her well
Yes, I'm all right.
But where have you been? Mamma is very worried.
Strangest thing. It was like a journey. A voyage. And who gave you that stone, Miss? Well, I found it under the chestnut tree.
Oh, you are silly, miss. Come on in.
Miss Viola, Miss Daphne, we're fancy tea.
Come into the circle, this zodiac, round as the stable clock, and listen to the rhythms here, across the lawn and
Across the lawn, listen to the rhythm noise. Across the lawn and through the woods.
of a park
Laid down over centuries, like one
great green cloak, covering a time-worn trail of paths.
Time-worn trail of paths and trinkets, time-worn trail of paths and trinkets of stone and bone.
Beneath the surface a pulse still beats, beats, beats. Echoes.
Echoes.
Trapped in stone and leaf.
Echoes.
Echoes. Loud and loud the ancient song. You must go on and on and on. You must go on and on and on.